So,
So sailing to you is a good sport for someone who's disabled because, in effect, the playing field is leveled. There aren't as many physical advantages that people have when they go sailing, except in some classes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just a great equalizer, right, for the sport.
Yeah. And steering a boat is something that you feel very comfortable you can do, and you proved this weekend by getting fourth in that Roby Pierce regatta,
Yep.
which is outstanding.
Thank you. Yes. So just the freedom they have on the water as well, you know. And being an athlete my whole life, I mean, it's great to get out there and be able to be competitive and still, you know, competing against other athletes and seeing how well you can do.
Okay, now that you've done it for about a year, what are your aspirations?
Well, my immediate goals, I mean, I would love to do a women's Rolex championship in Rochester in September, and then I have a team together to do the World J22 Worlds in New Orleans in October.
That's
so.
a big jump
Yeah.
after 1 year. That's pretty impressive.
So you might as well just jump in head first, right? I mean, I'm not going there by any means to expect to win, obviously, or anything, but just, you know, you have to be around great sailors, I mean, people better than yourself, to improve your skills. You know, it's great to be around, you know, people, like Dave was saying earlier, I mean, people that are better than you, that's how you improve, and that's how you get better yourself.
Have you found yourself intimidated on the starting line at all?
I wouldn't say intimidated, you just kind of stay in your own little zone, and you just worried about how well you can do. Last year I did have some trouble with my starts, but this year, so far, you know, just in there, you just concentrate on what you can do and just do the best that you can.
Yeah, I found that I coached disabled sailors for quite a while, and that the hardest thing for them was to get a good start, because the difficulty in moving around the boat and controlling the boat is very hard, and the importance of being able to get your boat up to speed at the start and be on the line at the right time is difficult. But you think you've mastered that already?
Well, not mastered it by any means,
Right.
no. But
Hard to master that.
Hard to master, yeah.
Great crew and great technicians, so you just listen to your crew and they help you out.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
So it's all about, it's a teamwork, it's a team effort. If you all work together, it can be a great thing.
So Nichole, I got a question for you. What sports are in your background?
I grew up playing basketball from the time I was in 5th grade. Played volleyball, basketball, track. Actually, basketball was my passion. At a very young age, I ended up going to college, at the University of Wyoming, playing college basketball.
Yeah. And you had no sailing in your background?
No.
So have you found anything transferable from the sports you're used to sailing?
Well, yeah, as far as training,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you have to be physically fit. Discipline, determination, I mean, just
Right.
all. But as far as, yeah, I mean, just being competitive, you know, the
Right.
competitive nature.
So the personal stuff's out, you know, but as far as the physical nature of the sports, it's all different, isn't
Oh, yeah,
it?
totally different.
So how are you figuring it out? Like, how are you learning it?
We just have a great team, great crew, you know. My friend John from Canada, is, you know, I've been sailing with him for a year now, and my friend Carrie Grusin from Miami, disabled sailor. So you just learn people from the people you're around.
Are other sailors helpful to you? Do you find them helpful to you?
Oh yeah, the people in Denver I've sailed with, my friend Bruce as an E-Scout, who we sailed Colorado Governor's Cup last year, and Jeff, and oh yeah, lots of people that I'm around. I mean, I just learn from everybody I'm around.
Yeah.
So, because I've never actually officially had a formal sailing lesson. So you just take lessons from whoever you're around, right?
Every time you go out, it's a sailing lesson.
Exactly.
And then where are you getting your money? Because it's not it doesn't hand the stuff out for free. So
Where am I getting my money?
yeah, how are you getting money to pay for all your?
Right now, myself.
Yeah.
My job.
Yep.
So I have to keep my job to support my lifestyle.
You're raising money outside of your job too.
Yes, and we're working on that.
Yeah.
I have a friend back home in Wyoming that we're going to do some fundraising this summer. He wants to do a couple hand cycling events, and I want to do some sailing events, so we're going to do a joint fundraiser and split the proceeds.
Yeah,
So.
that's fantastic. I know we've helped you a little bit. I'm sure there's other
Oh yeah,
organizations that can
Clever
help you
Thing's been
too.
wonderful, and the $500 donation, and it's only a little thing, and actually I got another $500 donation from my aunt back home who has a medical lab, and she saw my webpage and was quite inspired, so.
Yeah. Well, it's
So.
fantastic.
Nichole, sailing has been likened a little bit to a chess game, and that you really have to plan your moves ahead, and you figure your strategy out. have you begun to experience that and sort of think about the whole race course and where you want to be on the race course and why?
Well, yeah, you think about it, but I mean, to be honest with you, I'm like, it's a little bit overwhelming for me at this point, you know, trying to, so I just rely on my crew right now, and you learn, but as far as me, I mean, I'm just being honest, you know, it's a lot to learn.
Well, it is a lot to learn,
So-
but it's one of the mentally, at least to me, one of the most satisfying things about sailing, besides the teamwork and being with your friends on the boat and everything, is sort of figuring out ahead of time what a good strategy might be for a race, which side of the course to go to, how to not get too far out in the ley lines, that sort of thing, sail in clear air. Those things starting to...
A little bit,
A little
yeah.
bit? Well, that's good.
Compared to last year to this year, yeah.
Yeah, well, after a
Starting to
year,
make
you
sense.
know.
And so this weekend at the Robbie Pierce Regatta, you know, Betsy gave some good chalk talk.
Mhm.
So that's always very helpful. And then she was out in the boat giving, you know, people tips in her little coach boat.
Did you sail
So-
in current out there?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. So that was my first time. I mean, I'd sailed in Miami, but as far as racing, it was my first time racing, and with current.
And
So,
was there more wind close to shore or away from shore?
away from shore.
She gets it.
So what was your best finish at the Robbie Pierce?
Well, our team finished fourth overall.
Yeah.
In the last race, that so my crewmate Carrie Grusin drove the boat on Saturday, and I drove the boat on Sunday, and
Yeah.
so very exciting yesterday. The last race of the whole regatta, we were up against Marine and McKenna Tucker, former Olympic champion, and we ended up beating him in the last race at the very end.
How
So-
about that?
We won that race, and so how exhilarating to win a race.
Yeah.
You know, so we did quite well. We won. I think we took fourth. Took fourth in most of the races.
Yeah.
But to win that one race was just very exciting.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
And there was another Canadian or another Olympic team there that won the bronze, and the Canadian team for the U.S. whatever the Olympics. So it was great to have some good competition.
Yeah.
And to feel like you can compete with them.
Well, to win the
you know.
race.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a great feeling.
It is.
That's awesome.
Good. I think you're off to a wonderful start. And Clever Pig and Southport Sailing Foundation is really happy to sort of share with you, be part of your excitement and your enthusiasm. And we look forward to watching you in the future and see how well you do.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Clever Pig. It's a great foundation, great website. I mean, what a wonderful resource. And then I was talking to Dave about the different resources, how to raise money, and I mean, there's just a plethora of information out there at your fingertips. You know.
Yep. That's the idea.
So it's fantastic.
Great, thank you.
So-
All right.
Excellent.
Nice.